All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Monday, Manic Monday, December 13th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today at bballpicks.com. Let's see who our top scorer is right now. We got Zach Reed at 822, Pele J, Jason Orr at 805, and yours truly, Ron Raymond at 793. Had a pretty good day yesterday. I think I went 5-1 with my NBA selections. And you can follow me and along with all the other top scorers and top pickers each and every day right here at bballpicks.com. All right, folks, hope you're having yourself a good start to your Monday. I see John's ready to make some donuts here this morning. Yeah, time to make the donuts. Hey, that's what I say every morning when I wake up. I look at my wife. All right, time to go make some donuts today. Let's go make some cash. And it's a cash out Monday. And I did cash out yesterday. You know what? I say it all the time, and Bill Parcells, I know I should just put a little prop behind me. You are what your record says you are. And great teams find a way to win. And unfortunately, bad or medium-sized teams find a way to lose, and yesterday's Grey Cup was one for the ages. That was a great CFL Grey Cup last night in Hamilton. Man, you want to talk about emotions in the game. You had it all there, and that's why the CFL, and you can ask anybody over the last 10 years, the CFL Grey Cup, I would say 7 out of 10 games, it'll keep you right in suspense right to the end. And last night's 108th edition of the CFL Grey Cup did not disappoint. And congratulations to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That's your Bombers there, underdog snipers from the Peg. So congrats to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers for winning the 108th Grey Cup last night in Hamilton. Man, you got to feel for Hamilton fans, right? A 12-point lead at halftime. And, it was a perfect chess match. Coach O'Shea called the perfect game. He took the win in the second half. He deferred the coin toss in the first half. He took the win in the second half. He made a great call in the third quarter to give up 2. Remind me of, I'm not going to compare, our high school football to the Grey Cup. But we were in the same situation, too, where sometimes you give up that 2 points. It's about giving up field position, right? And you know what? Great call. It was that game last night was the perfect chess match, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers came out on top. And cash out Monday, I cashed out this morning. Not a huge cash out, but $500 is still big enough, and that's what you got to do. And that's why I say each and every day we do the Raymond Report. We got to get to the winner's circle Monday to Sunday, so we can make cash out Monday. And it's tough to make the winner's circle, right? You can't get to the winner's circle every night, but again, less is more. And I had a great email last week from one of our members, and he sent me an email, says I'm playing too many parlays. He goes, I'm not, what do you recommend? I said, look, I know the action investor wants to bet a lot of games. I said, just cut down the number of teams you have in your parlay. If you're doing a 6-8 team parlay, I said try this. If you do love those teams, do 2-team parlays. 2-team parlays. So this way, if you have a 6 teams that you really like and you do a 2-team parlay, if you get 4 of those teams, you're guaranteed 1 ticket to come in, right? So that's one of the money management tips that I've always recommended. If you love to bet parlays, do 2-team parlays, and you can do like multiple of them, right? So this way, if you do like a lot of teams, if you're an action investor, those 2-team parlays, some of them will cash out. And so we did cash out this morning, $500. And hey, I gotta thank the Winnipeg Blue Bombers for cashing out this morning, because they helped the old bankroll. And you know what? I had a pretty good NBA weekend too. I did another 2-team parlay in the NBA yesterday. Money line. I've been saying it since day one, guys. And if you watched my videos last week, I talked about the point spread. And the money line, right? Good teams find a way to win, and when you start eliminating the point spread, think about this. Favorites, you want favorites to win straight up, but they also got to cover the spread. So if you eliminate the point spread and just pick your spots on straight up winners and favorites, and you don't have to bet every day, you just wait for those occasions. Percentage play equals timing in the market equals cash out Monday. Percentage play equals timing in the market equals Cash Out Monday, and that's the Ron Raymond rant of the day. All right, Lance LaRose in the house. How you doing, Lance? Armando Garcia, Cardinals by 2 touchdowns tonight, says Armando. Quentin Johnson's in the house. Good morning, Quentin. Don Keedick's in the house. Good morning, Bullpen. Good morning, it's Maine's World. Jermaine Brown's in the house. And the Breakfast Club's in the house, eh? That's what we call all our ramblers and gamblers here at the Bullpen. This is known as the Breakfast Club, and it's dubbed by our very own Gloria K, who's not feeling too well last week. Hopefully she's feeling a bit better today, and we do miss Gloria K and her spontaneity into the bullpen and her charisma. Even though we don't see her, we feel her presence when she's in the bullpen, right? Chad's in the house. Good luck to all making cash here today. Casino official, can you explain about the analyzing line movement? Can you explain a little bit about analyzing line movement? You know what? Here, I'll give you a great example of casino official. He asked me, can you explain a little bit about analyzing line movement? At the end of the day, it boils down to percentage play, and I'll give you a good example. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, or the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, yesterday opened up as a 3.5 point favorite in the Grey Cup. That line at half by kickoff was a pick'em to -1 for Winnipeg, right? I think it went down to a pick'em. It just goes to show you, no matter what, line movement. It used to be something in the past. In the 90s and early 2000s, that line movement used to have a role in the industry, right? Everybody remember the 90s and early 2000s. Everybody had the Don Best software. Some of the sites you would download a software and you'd be hooked up to the casinos in Vegas. And Don Best still, I think they still do that. But to me, the industry has changed 100%. Like, it's nowhere near it was in the day when I started. And there was, back in the day, it was the Greek. It was, remember the World Sports Exchange? Bookmaker was still there. BetChris, Pinnacle, Bet365, Interwitten. There was, what's that, the one in Austria there? There's a lot of them. What's the one in Austria I'm trying to think of? I still get their Intertops. That's it. Remember Intertops? Back in those days. And then you'd have your Vegas ones, right? But the Vegas lines, you had to go get it through like Don Best or, the Vegas Insider used to have the software too. You download, and they're all hooked up. It used to cost like $500 a month just to get the live lines. But that's when the sharp players, back then, the people that respected, the guy who was on 60 Minutes there, Billy Walters and all those guys, they would move the line, and you want to get on those picks, right? But now, line movement today means nothing. To me, it's my personal opinion, it absolutely means nothing. It boils down to this: winning percentage. Does the team win? What's their winning percentage? Are they A, B, or C type team? And then do they have value in the percentage play and the performance cycles? And that's, to me, is how you the line movement, to me, is not a factor in any of my decision. I might say it once in a while, the line move, but it's mostly verbal fluff, right? When you're writing articles and all that. Expand a little more on the line movement on to pick 'em and how you can help a slight edge. Yeah, I just did. All right, so that is my take on line movement. And hopefully that helps you out right there. All right, tonight's game between the Flames and the Chicago Blackhawks has been postponed due to COVID situations with the Calgary Flames. Rams versus Cards, we'll get that in a second. How you doing there, Who's Mizzou? The network's in the house. And let me see here. Who else? I know a Sharp who played plus 3.5 and pushed it down to 2.5. I know a Sharp who played plus 3.5 and pushed it. Now, was that with a local, or I can guarantee you, like a big casino like Bookmaker, the big books in Vegas, I just don't buy it anymore. Like, line movement to me it doesn't really, it's the books, they got to balance the books, right? They get millions of dollars on two sides of a game. They got their software, their leverage, right? They're leveraging off some of their plays, different sports. At the end of the day, they're looking at the ins and the outs, right? And they got to make their juice in the middle. But line movement today, no, I'm not buying it. It's not like it used to be back in the day. It's more of a myth now. I think it's more of a myth. Oh, big line move. Unless you're with a local guy, right? Maybe a local guy doesn't take a lot of action. He'll get hit for, he's trying to balance out his little pocket. But no, I don't think line movement today has much. Because, again, how do you handicap, I say it all the time, how do you handicap 10 seconds of a game left when in basketball when It's 98-98 with 10 seconds left. How do you handicap overtime when a 14-point favorite in that game is going to overtime, right? You can't handicap that stuff. You know what you can handicap? Percentage play. All right, so that's my take on that day. It's a Monday morning. I got 2 cups of Joe's in me, and I'm ready to go. All right, so as I said, my name is Ron Raymond. I'm a 5-time sports handicapping champion since 1996. I've been doing this based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and today is a nice 5 degrees. Even though it's a little bit overcast, it's not maybe 27 or 30 like it is in Florida or California where you may be, but we're not too bad. It's +5 here today in Ottawa. I'm sure it's great. You know what? It might feel like 27 in the peg today, even though it might be like -10 or 20. But when you win a Grey Cup, I always say, as a coach, a player, support staff, anybody involved in sports, when you win a championship, I can tell you from experience, the next 24 hours is like cloud 9. You are on top of the world for the next 24 hours, even as a fan, right? Because everything you believed in, everything you set out your goals, it validates everything as a coach, as a player that you believed in for the year. And so that's my take on that. All right, so again, today's free tip sheet of the day for horse racing. If you're into the ponies, today's free tip sheet is Parx Racing out there in Pennsylvania. We're giving away the entire tip sheet for Parx, and you can get that right here at atsstats.com. And as you can see, my screen is a little bit blank there, but there it is. So there we go, Parx Racing. And again, folks, you can get the tip sheet today for free. All you got to do is go to atsstats.com and go under horses, go to free tip sheet, and you get the entire tip sheet today for Parx for free. Post time today at Parx Racing is at 12:20. All right, let me see. What do we have on the schedule here today? Los Angeles Rams. We're going to kick it off with the NFL. We're going to handicap that Rams and the Cardinals game here tonight. Now, my premium picks yesterday did not do too well. 0-2. I had I had the Raiders +9.5, and they got smoked. Again, who goes to Kansas City and starts stomping on the Chiefs logo when Patrick Mahomes on the other side, right? That was just that's just a high school move. That's the perfect word. For the Raider fans out there, your team did a high school move last night, and they got exposed, and they got woodshed. That's what you call, my friends, a woodshed game. And if you ever think about stomping on someone's logo, make sure the team is like 3-12 or something like that. Not a team that's starting to really fire on all cylinders. And yeah, let's go stamp on their logo, and let's see Patrick Mahomes and company go to town at home in their own stadium and do that, right? So we're going to talk about the game here tonight between the Cardinals and the Rams. But the good news is we did win our Tampa Bay selection here yesterday with the our regular members picks, and I got another play here tonight between the Cards and the Rams going tonight. And let me go to the rain report, and we'll bring up some of that right now. All right, so let me see here. Was anyone upset about the happened to the Rams and the Ravens? Anybody upset about what happened to the Ravens and the Browns? You know what? Ravens almost came back. It's unfortunate for Lamar Jackson to leave with an injury. But, ABC, I always say, right, the ABCs of sports always be closing, and the Browns were able to close that. Even though it came a little bit close, they were able to get it done. Armando Hill, no, I'm happy that as hell Huntley saved my $200 ticket on the Ravens +3. I had crumbled when Lamar was injured, says Armando Garcia. I had the Browns -2.5, bought half a point. Yep, you know what? That's the casino official says he bought half a point on the, let me see, I had the Browns -2.5, bought half a point to +3 or -3. They won by 2, up 15-18. Yeah, that's one thing I like to do is if depending on the side, if I'm on the favorite, the underdog, I will buy points sometimes, just comfort level. And anything like NBA or spread sports, like say if there's a team that's a +3 or -3, no, not +3, I'll take the +3, but the -3 and lower, I'll take the money line. And I did that this weekend, yesterday. If you followed my picks in basketball, I believe I had the Brooklyn and San Antonio as a 2-team parlay, and both winners cashed in, right? And again, hey, I say it all the time on this channel, right? Everybody in sports betting wants the grand slam. They want the home run. But I always tell my members and clients, hey, let's hit a single today. let's hit a single tomorrow. Let's hit a single on Wednesday. And eventually those singles are going to lead to doubles. Those doubles will lead to triples. And then we'll get that inside the park home run. Doesn't have to be a 350-yard bomb right out of the right deck. It could be an inside the park home run off a single. Hey, we'll take an error sometimes, right? But you got to chip away at sports betting. And again, it's most cliche thing in sports. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But you got to live for the moment, the day, and just hit a single today. If you hit singles, I'm telling you, you're going to get a double eventually, and then you'll get to your home run, right? So, all right, so there's Gloria K. Happy birthday, Isaiah. Oh, Isaiah's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Isaiah. I know your Minnesota Wild didn't help that the birthday party last night, but they're still having a great year. So happy birthday to our good friend Isaiah out there in Minnesota. And there's Gloria K. Good morning, breakfast peeps. Good morning, Gloria. Hope you're having yourself. I hope you're feeling better today, Gloria. We missed you last week. Miss Denica from Toronto's in the house. How you doing, Miss Denica? You gonna cheer on those Raptors tonight? And Lance Romance. Yeah, we already said hi to Lance. And who else is in the house here? Mitchell Watson. How you doing, Mitchell? And so hey, good to see everybody on the Monday show up here. And again, folks, you're going to notice some changes here at the Rain Report. Obviously, from a business perspective, somebody's got to pay the bills, right? And I'm going to be opening up it's open right now. You can get the computer picks. And there's going to be a couple of levels of memberships that you can get here at the Rain Report. The podcast will always be free. Like if you come here each and every day, you're going to see the Rain Report podcast, 10:30 Monday to Friday. That will always be free. The computer picks, I'm going to have some levels of memberships. I'm going to throw in more videos on educational videos. I can't be giving out all my trade secrets for free, right? So eventually, they're going to go into the VIP section. And hopefully you guys will be able to support the website. You know, the one thing when you venture out in business, it's a very slippery slope, right? The one thing, obviously, you never want to seem too eager to overprice things, and you want to make it fair so that everybody enjoys the benefits of the show, the podcast, the information. But again, at the end of the day, somebody's got to pay the bills, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm building 3 levels of membership here at the Rain Report, along with the website. And what you'll notice right now, if you go to the website, you're going to notice there's a join button, and on that join button, you're going to see here. Let me just see if I can bring this over here. Let me go to my YouTube channel. So let me just bring that here. So if you go to this join button right here, you're going to see that we have the computer picks, which is $14.99 a month, and the Rain Report. This is going to be more of the VIP, where I'm going to do educational videos, picks. I'm going to give out some of the premium picks, and that's for the month. This here is for the month also, the computer picks. So if you go to the website, you're going to notice right here, members only video. Like today I did the computer pick, but the forecast, like the computer picks I'll give out on the podcast, but the system forecast computer picks, I'm going to be giving them out in this section, along with the educational videos, right? Futures video right here. I did under the radar video. So here are some of our top, or some of the things I started doing last week of our members video. And if you want to learn more about sports handicapping and you want to be a member of the VIP section, again, much appreciated. Always trying to build up the community. And, it's, like I said, trying to build something with you guys. And the more you guys support the website, then the more, pearls that I can bring to the show, right? All right. So, a little business out of the way right there. So let's go to our game here between the Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I looked at the index this morning, and wow, talk about a chalk Sunday. Not, the 1 o'clock games were really bad, right? There were not really some good 1 o'clock games. The Bills and Tampa Bay game was a little bit better. I'm a little bit torn between that game. I'm a Bills fan, but I had Tampa Bay yesterday. So again, there's no, it's really tough to have a team when you're a professional sports bettor and gambler, right? It's just, my favorite team now is the one who makes me money on the day I'm betting them. That's the way it goes right now. But look at that yesterday. The favorites this week in week 14, 12-1. Who's smiling like a butcher's dog right now? The public. And you know who's crying in their beer? It's probably the sportsbook, because they got hammered. They got taken out behind the woodshed the last couple days. 12-1 the favorites yesterday, 8-4 to the over, but 10-2 to the favorites. So the favorites absolutely crushed it this weekend in the National Football League. All right, let's talk about the Rams and Cardinals tonight. Now, Arizona, a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under is set at 51.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with the Cards in this one, 40.2 to 17.2. The over-under at 57.5. And when I look at my newest tools, tools in the toolbox, they take a look at the Los Angeles Rams when they play those A-type teams in the Rain Report. All right, so let me go to the Rams, and we're going to face a team above 60%. Look at their record, 1-3 straight up and against the number, 3-1 to the over. Now, the Rams played the Packers. They lost 36-28. They played the Titans. The Titans won 26-16. The Rams and Cardinals, the Cardinals beat the Rams the first time, 37-20. And the only time that the Rams won was on September 26th. We got to go way back to September 26th when the Rams beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-24. But you know, with Tom Brady and the Bucs, they showed last year they started a little bit slow out of the gate. And when you look at Arizona against those A-type teams this year, it's the complete opposite. 3-1 straight up, 3-1 against the point spread. And look at the teams they beat. They beat they lost to the Packers 24-21. They beat the Browns, they beat the Rams, and they beat the Titans, right? So Arizona, they're at home tonight. They know the whole world's watching. I got a feeling, that Rams offensive line gonna have really trouble against this front four against the Arizona Cardinals. When you look at the Rams, they've just struggled this year, right? They haven't really dominated against the good teams. 8-4 is a good record, but they're beating the beatables. And when they're playing, Arizona can argue that maybe the best team in football right now at 10-2. They're at home where they haven't had much success. They're only 3-2 straight up at home, 2-3 against the number. But looking at I probably lean towards the money line here tonight. And let me go check what the bookmaker has as a money line this evening. And again, if you're going to lay 140, 160 in hockey and baseball, why wouldn't you do it for NBA and and as long as you feel confident about your selection, right? As long as you feel really good about your selection, see, look at that tonight, minus 129. That's baseball money right there, right? So Arizona minus 120. What did I say? 129. Yeah. So basically 130 on the money line. You lay 130 to win 100. You don't have to worry about a 2019 game type thing. But looking at our forecast, 40-17 is the computer forecast, only based on 3 previous games in the database. 57.5 is the total. Look at my line on the game here tonight. I had the Cards at minus 8.7 and the Rams at minus 5.5. So you are getting good value on the Rams, but keep in mind, they're neutral and they have trouble against those A-type teams, and they've been neutral now for 9 days, while the Cards have been neutral for 36 days. And looking at the Rams on the road, 4-2 straight up, 2-4 against the number. They've had much success in this building against the Cards. They are 7-3 straight up and against the point spread. But I'm going to lean, the trend of the week is favorites, and I'm going to lean with the favorites here tonight. I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals on the money line, minus 130. That's my selection tonight for the game on the Monday Night Football game. All right, let me check, see if I'm missing any questions here. Gloria Gay, I could have been better or worse yesterday. What about the people that already have a yearly membership? Will that affect our current premium? No. If you got a membership at ATS Stats, that will not affect it. YouTube is completely different. That's a different website. They control all the payments and all that, so I can't really do nothing about that, Miss Denica. Underdog Sniper bought that hook and pushed the over. What website is that? ATSstats.com for casino official. Miss Denica, what about the people? Okay, I got that. Hopefully I'll bounce back today, says Isaiah. There's Rick Ruler. Hi, friends. Take the Rams. Oh, Rick's going the other way today. Oh, good luck, Rick. Sniper, Miss Denica, okay. 60% on Arizona. Okay, so the new membership is for YouTube. Yeah, exactly. The YouTube membership videos, right? It's the videos. That's the thing. 6 on the round, 8 on the money. Could change noon by. We'll see. Yeah. No, I do like the Cardinals here tonight. All right, let's go to your computer picks here for the NBA and how we doing on time. 23 minutes, not too bad. All right, so we do have a lot of games in the in the association here this evening. Now, Golden State taking on the Pacers. Golden State had trouble against the Sixers a couple nights ago. In fact, they lost that game 102-93. And for the Pacers, they're coming off a 106-93 win over the Mavericks. And we do like the Warriors tonight as a 3.5-point favorite. 113-109, the over-under at 223.33. Looking at the Pacers on a 3-game win streak, while the last 2 games for the Warriors have gone under the total. A neutral against a C neutral type team. And when I look at my NBA strength of schedule right here, let's go look at the Pacers at home against those A type teams this year. And what is the survey says? 2-2 straight up, but look at that, 1-3 to the under. So when they face those really good teams, maybe the under is where you want to lean here tonight. Sacramento taking on the Toronto Raptors. Now the Raptors a 4.5-point favorite. The over/under is set here at 221. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with the Raptors in this one. 115-109. The over/under at 224.88. Sacramento on a 2-game losing streak, while the Raptors winning their last game by 3, 90-87 against the New York Knicks. And when the Raptors are at home against those C-type teams, let's see what the survey says. And let's go to our database right here. Toronto against C-type teams at home. And look at that, 3-3, 2-4 against the number. So you know what? Think of it from a market psychology point of view, right? You got C on C-type crime. You think Toronto coming off a win would be a great play here tonight, but they haven't done well against those C-type teams at home. 3-3, but 2-4 against the number. What about overall? You can see overall 6-6, 5-7. And again, I think a lot of people are going to be on Toronto tonight. Maybe Sacramento might be the play here. All right, Miami taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now the Cavaliers a 5-point favorite. The over/under is set at 207.5. Now Miami coming off that big win over the Chicago Bulls, so it could be a bit of a letdown spot here on the road against a very good Cleveland team this year, 16-12. And they're coming off a 117-103 win over the Sacramento Kings. But let's see how Cleveland does at home against those A-type teams. And let's go Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland at home against C-type teams, A-type teams. Actually, we'll do any first. And they're 8-8. But look at that, 13-3 against the point spread against A-type teams. What about at home against those A-type teams? 6-2. So maybe Cleveland on the road against A-type teams, a little bit better value, but 13-3, pretty good in my books right there. 104-100 is the score here, favoring the Cleveland Cavaliers. Again, you know what? I said at the top of the show, right? No, just gotta get something in my eye right there. You got Cleveland a 5-point favorite here this evening. Think about that, a 5-point favorite against the Miami Heat at home. You know, something doesn't pass my smell test right there, right? And 5 is just a good number enough to discourage you to play the money line, right? When I look at the basketball money line on this game here tonight, let me see, Sacramento, let me see, where is it here? Cleveland, where's the Cavaliers? All right, minus 212. That gets a little bit expensive. Minus 212. You know, I like Cleveland here. I don't know if I love Cleveland here. But, but you get Miami team coming off that emotional win over the Bulls. They're on a 2-game win streak right now, but Cleveland's hot. They're on a 3-game win streak. And but this here doesn't, what's my line value? See, this is where I had the line. Minus 3.82 against minus 3.86. So Miami Heat do have good value here. I don't know. This game does just not pass my smell test. I'll have to go check my timing chart. You know, when you're doing sports betting and you're following the markets, right? And let me go to my market chart right here. This has been a godsend for me. This daily market value index, percentage play plus timing equals results, right? That's one of my, formulas. And when I look at this timing chart, this tells me right off the hop, like these first two games, these are good betting opportunities because both teams are neutral. The confidence level of the market is pretty reachable. But when I see Cleveland at 71%, they're in a bullish phase right here. B on B. That's enough to take me off this game. Had they been neutral, again, this chart is called, I think I'm going to call this my timing chart. It's about timing, right? When you're betting on sports, it's all about the timing of that team in this situation and where they are in their performance cycles. And right now, Cleveland, in their performance cycles, they're in a bullish state. They're 3.82 value, and their line is -5, so they're overvalued here tonight. I do like Cleveland, though, but I just don't know if I want to lay the 5 points. Houston taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Hawks coming off a 113-105 loss to the Brooklyn Nets, and Atlanta really struggling against those A-type teams. And the Rockets, now they've on a 2-game losing streak. Now, the line in this game, look at this line, 10.5 point for the Atlanta Hawks, and we do have the Hawks winning 102-90, the over-under at 193. Wow, that's a pretty low line right there, 0.5. What did I give the score here? 104-100, just in case I didn't give it. But yeah, back to this game. Houston Rockets on a 2-game lose streak, 12-14 to the under, 8-18 on the year, while Atlanta now at 500 at 13-13. All right, this could be the game of the night at the Gardens, and you got the Milwaukee Bucks, a 1-point road favorite on the against the Celtics, -1, 221 is the total, and Boston on a 3-game losing streak right now. Bucks on a 2-game win streak, and looking at the Boston Celtics, 13-14 on the year, 3-game losing streak, and let's see how Boston does at home against those A-type teams this year. Boston at home against A-type teams. Survey says, look at that, 0-3 straight up and against the number. That doesn't make me feel good. What about their timing chart? What kind of timing? Yeah, you know what? See, you got a neutral against a bullish. See, that's that from a timing perspective of the teams. This, that tells me that Boston might be the play here, but I don't think we're getting enough value at just only +1. I would need more Geico insurance on that one. But looking at the score, look at the tight score, 111-110, the over-under at 222.4. And again, when I'm talking about making money, action investment, sports investment, this here to me is an action game, not an investment game. You got to separate apples and oranges. This is not a game to make money. This is a game if you really absolutely need to put beer money, I put beer or pizza money on it. I don't think it's an investment game. And again, percentage play plus timing equals results. Hey, I just love it when I do these shows because I feel like I get into these type of zones where these, sometimes I'll get off the show and I'll start writing that and okay, you know what? Got to do a tool on that. All right, Philadelphia taking on Memphis. Now the Sixers are -3-point favorite. The over/under at 210, and we're gonna wow, look at this, 102.95 for Memphis, 102.51 for the Sixers, and look at the over/under at 205.46. So we do like it to go under the total. Memphis on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a 113-106 win over a C-type team in Houston, while the Sixers, big win over Golden State, could be a bit of a letdown spot. Let's see how Philly does on the road against those B-type teams this year. So let's take a look at this. Philadelphia against B-type teams on the road. And let's see what the record is. 3-1 straight up, but 2-2 against the number. Not too bad. The average score is 103-105. So, you know what? That means the Sixers, 105-103. So they've done pretty well. What's the total? 208. And what's the total in this game here tonight? 210. So maybe the under might be worth a look here. Charlotte taking on Dallas. Now the Mavericks, a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under set at 216.5. ATS forecast, computer pick. Gonna lean with the Hornets in this one. 108-105. The over-under at 213.6. Looking at the Hornets, look at that. 5 ATS straight-up wins. And percentage play, right? That's why you see 20% chance of covering compared to 46%. They're coming off 1 ATS win, 6 unders. Look at that. So you got a B-type team against another B-type teams. They're B because they're above 500. Well, they're at 500. 50 to 59.9 qualifies them as a B-type team in the Rain Report, where 15 and 13 also gives you a B. So let's take a look at Dallas at home against those B-type teams. So Dallas at home against B-type teams this year. 0-2 straight up and against the number, and those B-type teams they faced were Memphis and Cleveland, right? So, when I do these type of searches and I do like the B-type teams, and when I bring up these teams, it gives you an idea of the comparables, right? You can compare Cleveland, Memphis, and with Charlotte tonight, right? Those are 3 almost identical type teams, right? Keep in mind, though, you got a team coming in hot at 5 ATS win. What's the timing chart? Let me see what the timing chart says. See, look at that. You got a B bearish team in Charlotte against a B neutral type team. Confidence level only 28%. But you know what? B type team at home. What's the a neutral? 42% confidence level. -110 market value compared to +100. But look at the line value, +100. So there's no, they're let me see here. Yeah, they're overvalued. They're overvalued here tonight at -2.5. And then you're getting good value on Charlotte, a bearish team. But I don't know if I want to trust a bearish team on the road against a team that's neutral like Dallas, right? Timing charts, percentage play plus timing equals results. All right, so Washington taking on Denver. Denver a -4 favorite here this evening against the Wizards. 215.5 is the total. Last 3 games for the Wizards have gone over the total, while Denver also last 3 have gone under. So what's the Kogo at? Kogo's at 25%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. You got to be neutral against a be bearish tonight with the Wizards, and we do have Denver winning 115-107. And when I look at Denver at home against B-type teams this year, and let's go Denver against B-type teams at home, 0-2 straight up. So not a lot of occurrences. I like to get at least 10, or ideally 10. 2 is not enough to really qualify it as a decision. 1-5. Wow, look at that. Denver against B-type teams this year, 1-5 straight up. I wonder where they are against A-type teams. Let me see. Sometimes, people 6-5. See, this is exactly what I was getting at. When they play teams that are, when you play teams that are equal or below you, you lower your standard in games. But when you play on teams that are above you in the record, it brings your A game up, right? Hence the A classification right here. So when Denver plays those A-type teams, look at that, 6-5 straight up, but they tend to play down to teams that have an identical record as them, and they're 13-13, while Washington's 15-12. And we do like Denver though tonight, 115-107. And the timing chart, where's my timing chart? Denver a B neutral against a B bearish right here. I don't like it. Don't like the bearish. I don't like bearish teams on the road, right? Bearish teams at home, I can probably get some value in that situation. But bearish on the road, tough call. Clippers taking on the Phoenix Suns. Now the Clippers going into this game as a 3-point home underdog against the Suns. The Suns coming off a 111-90 win over the Celtics last game. They're on a 2-game win streak. They are 21-4 on the year. What a great record. While the Clippers are 15-12 and they're being neutral. So let's take a look on the Clippers at home against those A-type teams. And let's do at home against A-type teams. And the record 2-3, 1-4 against the number. And the Phoenix Suns on the road. Let's do Phoenix. Phoenix Suns on the road against B-type teams. 4-0 straight up, 3-1 against the number. So, the Phoenix tends to bring their A game against B teams when they're on the road. And we do like the Suns tonight, 110-102. The over-under at 213.01. Here's a classic example. If you like the Phoenix Suns tonight, I would lay the extra money and take the money line. If you do like Phoenix, 148. I know, but the thing is, let me check the timing chart. See, now they're getting close to my uncomfort level, right? If it would have been neutral or bullish, bullish 85%, that's a bit high. But they're an A-type team against a B-type team that's neutral. I don't know, minus 6.75. So they are undervalued here tonight, or they're getting value at minus 3.5. While the Clippers, see, this one thing I don't like. Anytime you got an underdog at a minus value sign right here, that's something that can take me off that game. But again, not a good investment opportunity, right? Action, sports investment, right? Is this an action investment or is this a sports betting investment? And to me, right now, Clippers bullish. Let me see. Here's the difference. 71% bullish, 71. When you get to 85 and 100, that means public confidence. That means, everybody's on one side. And what do you normally do in those situations? You go to the other side, right? That's the mindset you need to have as a trader, as a bettor. If not, you'll be broke, right? You will be broke. All right. Let me see here what people are saying. Hey, Coach, how are you, buddy? Hope you had a MRM and missed out a good weekend along with Rusty. Yeah, you know what? Had a good weekend, OG. Thanks for asking. Took Rusty to the dog park. A little slippery there. Hey, we had a lot of rain here on Friday and Saturday, so yeah, the dog park's like a skating rink, so we didn't venture out too much on the dog park. Hard to go against the Warriors. Keep the rolling. Don't sleep on Cleveland. Lean the under in Cleveland. Timing equals Rams. Timing equals Rams. Yeah, you know what? Let me check my timing chart on the Rams here tonight. And scroll right down. So here's the thing, though. I got an A against an A. I got minus 260 in the market value against minus 190. This tells me what they'd be worth if I was buying them on the stock market, right? On the overall futures bet. Confidence level 66-33, neutral against neutral, minus 5.5, and you're getting plus 2.5. So you're getting good value on the Rams, and you're also getting good value on the Cardinals. But again, from a timing perspective, I think there's good value on both these teams. Percentage play, what's the percentage play you have here? What did I say the percentage play was? I think it was Arizona, right? Let me go to NFL. Well, let me go right here. I think I can get it right here. The percentage play. Oh, you know what? I know what I want to do. Let's go to the system forecast. I did a video of this on the computer pick today, but I'm going to show you guys the system forecast on the game between the Cards and the Rams tonight. And I think the system forecast was 50 or 56 or something like that. Let me see. 50.9 on the percentage play and 40% based on 55 games in the database. Now, the system forecast has the Cardinals winning by 4, 30-26. And when you click on it, and you click on this here, it says when any NFL teams, they pick on the -3 home favorite, totals between 51.5 to 54 since 1983. That home team is 31 and let me see here, 28 and 27. Very, very balanced, right? Very balanced, 26 and 25. And let me go take a look at the road team tonight in this exact situation. So let me go down here, click on the Rams. How are we doing on time? Not bad. The Rams, anytime you get a pick them with the +3 road underdog, 51.5 to 54, coming off one win and one ATS win. That team is only 6-9 straight up, 40%. So the percentage play does favor the Cards here tonight. But again, I'll boil it down to this. When you look at this game tonight between the Cardinals and the Rams, who's the best player on the field, right? Where's Batman? Where's Robin? Look at the triplets. To me, Kyler Murray, Hopkins, that's the Batman and Robin that I see here tonight. Stafford, he's had a pretty good DC. He's been up and down, right? Cooper Kupp, you're going to have to really, watch on him. And, maybe the X factor is Odell tonight, right? Maybe the secondary concentrates and lines up mostly over Cooper Kupp. And this is where a game where Beckham, maybe Jefferson, and also when you're paying attention to the receivers, the LA Rams got a good tight end in Higbee, but the Rams got also the Cards also got a good one in Zach Ertz, right? A lot of talent on the field here tonight. A lot of talent on the field, but I feel Arizona's defense at home on a Monday night, people watching, Kyler Murray, showtime, right? So that's why I like the Rams here tonight. All right, there you have it, folks. That is the Rain Report in a nutshell today for a Manic Monday, December 13th. And again, folks, if you are a member here, of ATSstats.com, you can get a membership. You can get the action investment selections along with your memberships. And if you want to join the VIP club here on our YouTube channel, we got a couple of options for you guys if you want to get the computer picks and the instructional, the educational videos, which I'm going to do, try to do 2-3 a week. Talk about some of some of my observations in sports handicapping, things that I've noticed, value, percentage play, performance cycles, and it's easier for me to put it in a video rant. I like doing videos rather than sitting down, writing an article. It's just much more easier because in a video I can do a show and tell with the stats and all that, right? All right, so there you have it. Rams have 2 on the COVID list here tonight, says John Peresco. And, that's a good point, says Isaiah Moore. All right, folks, I want to thank you guys each and every day for tuning in to the Rain Report. And again, you can find me each and every day right here on the YouTube channel, Monday to Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And again, if you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, you can find me at the website, ATSstats.com. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back here